Afternoon, Martin.
Afternoon, how are you?
Good, thanks. Right, so Friday saw first defeat of the season, a 5-1 loss to Man City. Obviously, a tough result to take. However, there were noticeable positives to take from their match, such as Olivia Holt's goal and Lisa Kopp's penalty save against last season's Golden Boot winner Bunny Shaw, which must have been quite reassuring for her in particular after conceding 5 goals. These moments, how important are they for team morale in tough results like this, and do they show that the team is improving compared to losses from last season?
Yeah, definitely. I think there was positives from. I think before we conceded the first goal, I thought we were clearly the better team, if I'm honest. And then obviously lapses in concentration and small moments where they finish from around the edge of the box. But yeah, we've looked back at it, we've reviewed it. Lisa's made a good penalty save, and there's maybe other ones in the game where we felt we could have defended better, and we probably should have stopped probably 2 or 3 of them going in, if I'm honest. But when you're playing against a team like that, I think everything I felt they were going to create big, they scored, and maybe that's just the level of where they got to in terms of individually and the quality in the game. But I thought we had moments. I thought second half we responded better, and the players who come in impacted exceptionally well. Olivia's goal was good. Tilly done really well. So did the other players who come in. So I thought there was positives throughout of it. We definitely took big steps forward in terms of as a group in general since the start of the season. And I think if we're sitting here now and as a coach, and you said, well, you maybe have 6 points from your first possible 9, and would you take it 100%?
Yeah. Spurs had more possession and passes in the match, but lacked in terms of producing chances in comparison to what City did. What do you think the reason for this was?
Maybe in terms of, I thought we got into the attacking positions well. We just maybe lacked the cutting edge. And against teams like this, you're not going to always create, against top teams, you're not going to always create big chances. And you maybe get half chances throughout the game, but I don't think there's many teams that have outpossessed Man City. There's not many teams who've had more pass completion and accurate passing completion against them in a long time. So I think there's big positives, which I said before the game, that we want to contest possession, we want to have it. I thought there was spells where we didn't really show the courage and bravery to really break those teams down like we have in other games before that. So there's things to take away from it, but there's big positives. We've took big steps forward, and this is maybe a bump in the road, but it's a good one to learn from. And the attitude, the players, and the belief in the players is still the same.
Yeah. And lastly from me, looking forward to tomorrow's fixture. Last time they faced Villa in this competition, we saw a 1-0 win courtesy of that incredible goal from Evelina Samanen, quite similar to Tinker's strike against Everton in the league. How confident are you that the team will be able to create more amazing and memorable moments this year in these cup competitions?
Yeah, hopefully, and that's what you want to be. No matter if it's league, it's the Subway Cup or it's the FA Cup, you want to be competitive in those competitions, and more importantly, it's an opportunity for us to do that tomorrow. And we seem to have at the moment players in the team who can score these wonderful goals, and we seen one with Olivia's the other day, and obviously Evelina's done it previously. So hopefully she can do that again. But more importantly, we need to build momentum and confidence, and more importantly, work towards this game and no other focuses apart from this game. And we need to make sure we go out and perform, because this is a competition we want to perform well in. Thank you.
Cool, George.
Hi, Martin.
How are you?
I guess yeah, good. Thank you. How yourself?
Good, thank you.
I guess just following up on that, this competition, being so early on in the season, and obviously being the first final, does it feel like a good opportunity to kind of stamp your mark early in your reign?
Yeah, 100%. And I don't think I won't go into any competition, as I said, any of the competitions we're in, of just thinking it's kind of as maybe it can be perceived at times as a cup competition. There's not much interest in it for me and for this club. It means more than just a cup competition. It's an opportunity to win. It's an opportunity to put ourselves in a place where we go and compete for titles and honours. And that's what I'm here for. I'm not here just to take part in the competition and flip the team and rotate it all and just kind of not show it any respect. And that's not me. So more importantly, we're going out there with a team to make sure that we can win the fixture.
And I guess naturally, you will make changes, and I guess you want to see people come in and put their hand up, tomorrow night, and then try and get in the team for the weekend. Yeah,
it gives, more importantly, it presents opportunity when these games come around. But more importantly, as I said, I'm not going to just turn the team on its head, because that's not me, and I want to make sure we win games, because winning breeds confidence, it breeds belief in a group, and it changes a whole mentality and attitude within a team. And I want to make sure that when the opportunity presents itself to the players, it's their opportunity to take it. They don't need to have any pressure with that. But what it does give them is an opportunity to show their capability to be in a starting 11, if that's in games moving forward. So yeah, more importantly for me, it's just to go and perform at a high level and make sure that we come over and we build momentum from what we just had on Friday. And if we can see a response, that's the most important thing to me.
And just funny from me, and away from the game, we had some really sad news at the weekend about Matt Beard, and I don't think you worked together at Liverpool. I think your time didn't overlap there, but you obviously would have been well aware of kind of his standing in the game and what sort of legend he was as well. Yeah,
I think it's a really sad moment, and as I said, my condolences go to Debbie, Harry, Ellie, and the wider family, because yeah, it's absolutely tragic in terms of what happened. And yeah, Matt's a wonderful guy, wonderful human being. I've had numerous contact with Matt in terms of over message, over call, and yeah, really big heart and big courage, but more importantly, what he's achieved, more importantly, in women's football, but where he's put the women's football on a map now, where when he first started out in terms of where he took Chelsea, but then what he's achieved with Liverpool and West Ham, Bristol, and then having another stint at Liverpool again. I think, yeah, he's a wonderful person, be very, very sadly missed. And yeah, he was a huge icon in women's football, and I want to make sure that, more importantly, we can do everything we can as a club and I can to support the family. I'm sure the wider football community in these moments, when these happen, always show the true colours. And I think the best thing for us is to make sure that, yeah, we enable his memories to live on.
Cool. Any more in the room, Jay? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, Jay Harris.
Hi, Martin. Jay from The Athletic. Just one quick one from me. Just wanted to ask you what your relationship on a day-to-day basis with Vinay Venkatesham is like, and how he supported you since you joined.
No, really good. Vinay's been brilliant. Really humble person, really efficient and really effective in terms of how he wants to see this women's team operate. Very committed and passionate about what we do. He's had numerous conversations with me, and I have monthly meetings with him, more importantly. And then for the players have seen him on a regular basis. He's come over to watch train. He's been around the complex. And for me, it's someone who's really passionate and already done, Jay. What he's done at Arsenal, he's seen real big opportunity and progress in the women's game, and has made sure that when I come in, we were speaking, his passion and desire is there to make this team successful. And yeah, the conversations I've had and the kind of interactions I've had with Vinay have been outstanding. And yeah, I can't speak any more highly of him.
Okay, we're going to cross over to questions on the online feed. Chris Cowan.
Hello, Martin. How are you?
Good, Chris. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Is there any updated team news at all?
No, the same as we are. I think, yeah, what we was in the last game, yeah, and everything else is still the same.
Now, of course, that defeat on Friday, I just wanted to ask, what have you learned from your group of players since that defeat?
Yeah, more importantly about that we do have the ability to respond. I think we showed that maybe in pre-season a little bit in games, but I think the ability to come back out in terms of second half and actually apply what we wanted to apply in the first half, and with more aggression and with more determination and commitment to doing that. I think in the first 20 minutes we showed a lot of quality, as I said, and I thought the game was in a really good balance, and I thought we had the fair share of kind of possession. And I think, yeah, I've learnt a lot about where we are, where we need to be, where we need to go. But one thing's important for me, Chris, you can't get really high with the highs after 2 wins in 2 games and then get really low with the low. Yes, am I happy we conceding 5 goals? Definitely not. And were the players happy we conceding 5 goals? Definitely not, because the mindset's definitely changed. But I've made sure, and I said to the playing group, that we'll make sure that this doesn't happen again, because we can't be on the back end of conceding goals where we feel we could have contained them a lot more. With the opportunities that went on goal, we probably could have stopped at least 3 of them.
When you have a performance, and particularly a result like that, what type of manager are you after the game? Are you shouting? Are you very calm?
No, it's the mixture of both. It's not more, and it's never shouting. It's not calm. It's more passion of, I don't want to lose games, and I don't want the players to lose games. I want to make sure that we win games, more importantly. But the most disappointing part for me, and we spoke about as players, is the performance. Is we didn't show our true colours for large periods of the game. And obviously we have to make sure that moving forward, with us as staff, we review what we done, the players review what they done, and the accountability and responsibility lies with me. I pick the team and put the game plan in place, and I have to make sure I give the players every opportunity to perform that. And when it doesn't work, we have to make sure that, more importantly, I then try and fix those errors that we've had and make sure that they don't happen again.
Martin, when you're juggling a number of competitions, what is the priority? I know you said you want to win every game, but can Spurs win 5-1 fronts this season? Are you strong enough to do that?
Yeah, 100%. I'm not going to any competition, Chris, thinking that we can't do that. I think Spurs have already been in a cup final, more importantly, and I think with this squad we're capable of going there again. We just have to make sure that we're consistent in performance, and more importantly, we believe that we can get there. I think actually the hunger and willingness to want to get to those finals is the most important part. It probably gets you half of the battle in a game. So we have to look at where we want to go and where we want to be, and we want to be a team that's competing in those finals more consistently. And by doing that, we have to take the right steps on this journey we're on now, and making sure that you only do that by performing consistently. And if we do that and to an optimum level, we'll definitely be there.
And lastly from me, of course we know there's a big gap in the WSL with the top teams. Now in the last 14 years of the competition's history, there's only been 3 winners: Arsenal, Manchester City and Chelsea. Does that again underline the real gap between those top sides?
No, I wouldn't. There's obviously, everyone's different in terms of every squad's different. Some teams will have different players to what we've got, the level of maybe what you can put in terms of level of play. And more the strength and depth, I'd say more, Chris, than anything in the squads is when you've got more strength and depth, it probably makes a difference maybe in those competitions because you can rotate and probably change more. But actually, I believe in the squad we've got. We've got a squad here. We've got very good depth in the squad now with players coming back from injury. And if you're looking at the league, you can't lie. It's a fact that those 3 clubs have probably moved further ahead. But actually, more importantly, it's not that I don't think we can't see them or we can't catch them. I think it just needs a consistent level of performance and a real good framework around this team to make sure that we can perform at that level. But we've certainly got work to do to get there, and I'm not deluded to that. But more importantly, my job here is to make sure that we close that gap, and I will make sure we do it while I'm here.
Best of luck. Thank you.